Hello! Welcome back, everybody. We made it. We're starting a little bit late today because my computer died, and some of us are ill, and some of us are barely even here. But we did it. We made it. You guys ready?
Ready as I'll ever
I'm
be.
lowering the audience's expectations.
I'm dying.
I died, though. Not a character, like a player.
Yep. George will die this episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you'll be dying in character too.
God, anyway.
You guys
What's
excited?
going?
Excited for today's session?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, you guys scared away the dragon turtle. So the first thing we're gonna go over is the fallout of your actions. So you captured the cult leader. Where are you gonna put him?
Don't we have space on our estate someplace?
Is that where you want to put him? You can
we
put
have
him there.
Tito here, so we can keep a closer eye on him, right?
Yeah.
Do you want him to bunk with Tito?
I don't think we want that.
Are we sure? Wait, but are we sure? They could be wacky roommates.
I don't think
that's
good
like
idea.
They could be the new Drake and Josh.
Josh, where are the orphans? Cut to a room where they all have guns for hands.
Please. We could have an extension made to Tito's
The
shack.
kid's armed.
Holy shit. We're just gonna literally build by the end of this campaign. We'll just have built our own rogues gallery in our backyard.
Do you and then while you guys ponder the question of where you want him to stay, is there anything that you want him to be doing while you're gone? You know, Tito's doing research on firearms and making cool gadgets. This guy, you can tell him to do stuff, or maybe you just tell him to do nothing.
Can you actually take anything, like magic items or potions?
No, he's a cult leader. He doesn't make anything. He's more of a thing that we'll need if we need diplomacy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with ourselves here, guys. I don't want to be rude.
You're going to be rude, though.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. We're not the best at picking. We try really hard, though. And, all four of us working together makes a pretty decent politician.
We're all four quarters of the same idiot.
Yeah. Shared brain cell.
Yeah, pretty much. Lunu just forgets to use the brain cell. Even though they say they're the most responsible.
Yeah, no, I am literally not from here. Like your plane of existence. I am not from here.
I mean, neither am I. I'm just chilling.
You are the one.
I go around.
Yeah, I know. You introduced me to this place. You.
How familiar?
I introduced you, but that guy's just like me. It's like the one-eyed person leading the blind, right?
Yeah, it's kind of always been that, huh?
Yeah, it seems like. But we've been getting around fine, I think.
Yeah,
we've been doing pretty good. It's just it can always be better. And with this person, the more allies we have, potentially, you know.
I mean,
And we also have their spell book. I have not let go of that.
I mean, we could
We
have him
do
teach
need
Basil
to-
something cool.
yeah, magic tutor, I guess.
Yeah, we could have him be a magic tutor to Basil.
Oh, that's also true. We could have him teach Basil all of his. Well, we can't give him back his spell book. How do we do this? How do we let him teach Basil all of his spellbook spells without giving him back his spell book?
That is an activity that sounds like mother son bonding time with strange
Third party.
with a third. It's it's a wonderful bonding experience between you, the weird guy we have in our custody, who will teach your son magic.
And the cult leader.
It has to be like supervised though.
Yeah,
The teaching has to be supervised. I don't want to leave him alone with the crowd.
yeah.
No, absolutely not. Wait, he would just instantly cast. Wait, no. Well, I mean, he's true to his word, but he would also just instantly cast Planner Shift and leave. But I don't know. I don't know how that works in the hierarchy of his lawful
Yeah,
evilness.
no, if anything, he's like there's not much.
Here's the thing, right? The thing
I mean, he
about it.
hasn't really sold us other than like talk a lot.
Here's the
I mean-
thing. Basically, what you're recommending is that he become Basil's stepdad.
Look,
But
He's not a stepdad, but he's the dad that stepped up. All right.
What?
I'm going to be real with you. He should not be. He should definitely be supervised. Honestly, what is Aster doing?
Yeah.
She's still just chilling at that house. That's like next to you. She's just your neighbor.
Does him and
Aster.
Aster want to hang out? Like they got magic shit that they can do.
Yeah. No,
Oh wait,
Aster.
technically we just need to find someone who can read Deep Speak to figure out the book. So we technically don't need him to do that with the spell book, which would be safer.
Honestly, you could use him to teach you Deep Speak.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I want that.
I want that too. Wait, that would actually make me being able to like probably understand a lot of my religion a lot easier.
Not necessarily, because Deep Speak is just something for aberrations. It's not just how do I put it?
It doesn't necessarily mean bottom of the ocean deep,
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
but
means
things
far-
at the bottom of the ocean might speak it at a
Yeah.
higher rate than other places.
You know,
Oh, okay.
only a coincidence that Cthulhu looks like a squid, and it's also a coincidence that he just comes out of the ocean.
Okay.
So, you know.
Yeah, let's have deep speech study nights.
I like this idea. Also, I wonder if it's out of the question to see if I can't convince him to join my religion.
I'm going to be real with you on that one, Blair. It doesn't look like it's going to happen.
All right,
Not with that attitude.
roll me a religion check,
Oh God. Well,
and
Tasura,
then
you know what to
after
do.
you roll me the religion check,
Mm.
roll a perception check. Or, sorry,
Perception.
persuasion.
Okay,
Okay,
that
so
makes more
religion
sense.
and persuasion is what I'm rolling.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll press the buttons.
The only thing that this guy believes in is himself and a lot. Like he really believes in himself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Are you serious?
pretty bad.
Crit fail? The crit fail?
The persuasion was pretty good though.
I knew
He
the
says
rules originally.
he says, "Look, I'm more than happy to work with this magical whale. I'm just not confident it's actually a god. I'm more than happy to work with it, though. It sounds really cool. I do believe it is very powerful."
Okay. Well, that's progress. It's more progress than it was before.
Yeah.
I can turn him into a believer. I know it.
So, you guys are gonna keep him around, not in the same house as Tito, is my understanding.
Not with Tito.
Yeah.
You can
And
probably
you're
hang
going
out,
to
but
use
like,
him to educate yourselves in the deep speech language and to also teach Basil magic on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like
Okay.
a good plan for now. And then we could
Um,
probably use him for hilarious political value and potentially mass mind control later or mass mind influence later.
all right. So next, now that we've gotten that bit out of the way, is the date.
Oh boy.
That's next on the list. I will say you do have the ability to say that you no longer want to go. And you could throw it all out the window. But just note, remember the reason why you're doing this. If you do it, it smooths things over with the nobility, not just in Nevermire, but all over the place. Basically they'll be like, "Oh yes, although you launched technically a popular revolt and have overthrown the local government," and I put overthrown in quotations because technically the guy's still there in name only. The rest of the nobility in Aethervathi is no doubt very upset with these turn of events. And this is a way for you to smooth that over. Basically, be like, and regardless if you actually believe it, oh yeah, we took out him because we didn't like that particular noble. Not that we're going to overthrow all of the nobility. Even if that is your plan, I'll leave that up to you guys.
I mean,
Lure them into a false sense of security. And so what you need to do is you need to get the diplomatic marriage in order to seal the deal.
the diplomatic good side.
Yeah. So first, is there any prep for the date you guys would like to do?
Luna's like, okay, guys, you talked me into going into this date. Okay, I have a very big question.
okay,
What
what
is
is it?
How do you date? What do I need to do for this date?
So from what I know, you just like hang out and talk.
Oh, that's something I do all the time. It
Yeah,
seems-
I feel like you'll be a natural at this. You'll be a natural at dating. Just like don't make them cry.
Why would I make them cry?
I don't know. Maybe they'll take something wrong. Like sometimes, like people are weird with emotions. Like you'll say, like, "Oh, I don't know." You'll say something, and then it'll sound like you insulted their mother, or like you insulted their entire bloodline, and they'll be upset.
Oh, that's. I don't want to do that. I want to make them feel happy, or at least be comfortable around me, if not happy.
Yeah, I think those will be fine.
Or extremely threatened if they have crossed me.
As you should. As you should. Blair, do you have any dating experience?
Why, yes, I do. I was quite the firecracker back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean just a few years ago in my crazy college years.
Before
Back
you
in
were a
my-
single mother?
What?
Before you were a single mother?
Before I was a single mother. Not to say that I'm not interested in still going down the path of a
Yeah,
single mother ready to mingle. But I just haven't found the right person yet.
I like to imagine Blair has single mom on their dating profile on their sending slate, and it's just like no new messages because of it.
I feel like all of the random shit talking about her religion is the far bigger red flag than the single mom.
Religious single mother, and everyone is like, you
I'm
really
a triple threat, you
mom-
see.
you really are just the mom from Carrie. It's all
The mom from what?
from Carrie, the Stephen King book.
Oh, look, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Also, I guess she's technically, does she count as an eco-terrorist?
Okay, that's one thing. The mom from Carrie is an eco terrorist.
Okay,
That
now
we-
I am. I'm a religious single mom eco-terrorist. I'm sure there has to be someone out there who'd be interested. But otherwise, I'm a good singer.
What was the guy's name who leads Team Aqua? Pokemon.
What?
not
Archie?
Matt? Archie?
Yeah, Archie.
Yeah, you're just gonna end up dating Archie from Pokemon.
I mean, A, that's fair, and B, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good outcome. Archie is like a fucking, at least like remake Archie, he's like at least a 9.
What if it's pre-remake Archie?
That's like a 7, but he's still got a bit of riz, you know?
All right. Well, you gonna show up in your normal clothes? Or are you gonna go shopping? You gonna get them a present? Or are you gonna just show up with nothing? You could do whatever you want. I just want to know.
Do I need to wear anything to a date? Can I just show up like this?
Just everyone answers, "Oh yeah, sure." That's the wrong people.
No, I feel as though that would be the case with everybody. Oh wait.
I mean, we could do a little dress up montage.
Yeah, we do definitely are doing a dress up montage.
Yeah.
We can ask Charlemagne. Charlemagne's probably got the riz.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
That monkey dresses up
That's
so well.
true.
Yeah, no, he dresses better than any of us.
Well, yeah, I call Charlemagne. What should I wear to the date?
You hear static on the line. and then you hear some rummaging off in the distance, and then Charlemagne bursts through the door.
Oh,
He's
God.
holding a couple outfits in either arm, and he's like, "What do you mean you don't have anything to wear?"
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I got
Uh,
a jacket.
all right, so we're gonna go through a couple of different things. What we've got the what kind of weird styles do you want to try on? Most of the stuff that he brings is probably like formal suits, like you're going to like a black tie event, but more feudal, so there's more colors and frills.
For some reason, I always imagine this like as a meeting at a fucking food court.
God, like
They,
mall.
they they were the ones who set the place.
Like, where are we going? Exactly.
Yeah, so the restaurant is called. Give me a second here.
Bucky's.
Give me a second here. That's not.
Why was I thinking of this like sort of vibe for this date?
Oh my god, girl talk, the talking.
I
game.
love Girl Talk, bro. I had a copy of Girl Talk.
In Dream Phone.
Dream phone.
Didn't have the Dream Phone.
I played a few rounds of Pretty Princess back in the day.
So the restaurant's name, Skyphoza,
Okay, folks.
spelled Scyphozoa. It is in the core, so it's inside the giant octopus, and it is towards the top where like a lot of the government lives. You can assume this is probably an upscale place. It doesn't necessarily mean it's guaranteed to be, but based off of the name and where it's located, you're assuming it's probably pretty fancy.
Uh, yeah, I guess. Do you have any of these colorful?
Yeah, he gets you let's see here. He says cape or no cape. Did you hear me?
I'm sorry. Please repeat.
He says cape or no cape.
Why would you need a cape with a suit? Won't it too warm?
He says fashion is sometimes pain.
Blair, you know about fashion. How do you feel about these weird suits? It might be a little too tall for me. It is quite cool.
I like to imagine that he like whenever he puts them on you, he like pulls a string in the back and it just tightens to fit you perfectly.
Yeah, he's fucking all tailoring the suit
Yeah.
while I'm wearing it. He's fully tailored one suit. I like look at it in the mirror, and I'm like, I don't like it.
He ends up with something that kind of looks like this. It's just a purple suit.
Ooh, sexy.
He says, if you want the one with the cape, it's a little bit older style. And it's something more looks like this. Basically, do you want to go modern or feudal?
Let's go modern. Much like that weird guy that we stole, that weird bandit we stole this jacket from.
Oh yeah.
That I want to say that is canon. Cinna gave Lunu the jacket from a bandit that they beat up.
Yeah. I just took all his clothes and left him in the desert. I don't know why he was wearing all that in the middle of the heat, but whatever.
Do you leave your hood on?
I'm like, what? I put the jacket on over the hoodie, which is already quite big. How will I put thick? Lunu's ears stick out from the hood, don't they?
Mm-hmm. You could. Charlemagne comes with like a hat with like a scarf built into it. And he's like, you can put this on if you wanted to hide your face. But I recommend, on a date, you don't really want to hide your face.
Okay. Lunu, will take the hoodie off for the date. And wear this purple suit that he is. Why is it itchy?
I'm imagining this is the hat.
Love this. This is fantastic.
Let me see. Jamiroquai hat.
Well, yeah. Now that you're not using the one with the scarf, you can just put on a normal hat.
Yeah,
So
no,
you can
Con,
put that
just
on
make
the
your
top
outfit
off.
Jamiroquai. You're just Jamiroquai now, Con.
Want the Jamiroquai hat? It does hide the horns, or is Luna's antlers.
No, they would pop right out, just like the album covers.
Charlemagne tells you that you should pick up a gift.
Oh my god, how much more do I have to do for this person?
Charlemagne says, everything. You're going to need to woo them. Make them fall in love with you, so that way they'll agree to the marriage.
But we're just meeting.
Uh,
I love it, by the way.
Charlemagne says, but I mean, you know how these royal marriages work, you know?
No.
Charlemagne looks concerned and says, well, definitely go get the gift and then just be yourself. And he kind of like puts his like hand on your shoulder, like good job. And you can tell based off the hand he's nervous.
I'm sure they will be an upstanding fine lady. I'll get them cast good berry. Give them some good berries. What else do women like?
Oh, maybe not a good berry. That might spoil the meal.
Oh, you're right. It does fill you up very quickly.
Let's see.
Little do you know, the good berry is actually so many goddamn calories. It doesn't
That's
actually.
what
You just have like a really really heavy druid because all what they eat is 10 good berries a day.
Yike.
It's just 10 times the normal calories you need.
Look, yeah, no, each one of these little guys contained fucking
A
20.
full day's worth of food.
Yeah, I like to imagine though, because it is like specifically like designed to be super nutritious. They're also like very physically fit despite their large size. Like they still do all of like the druid like running through forest things. They're just quite
They're
large.
just like King Kong.
Oh my gosh.
It's like and then there's the alternate version, the druid that just works out every single day and has a good berry, as his pre and post workout.
Their fucking supplement.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He like blends it in a drink with like 3 raw eggs and some whey powder.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh. Those are 2 fun character concepts. Anyway, so yeah, Charlemagne says you could get them some flowers or chocolate.
Okay, I guess I could buy them one. Where do you get the what's the best place? Oh, you could go to that cookie place. What about an edible arrangement? There's
I hate you.
Just showing up to a date with an honestly, it's a power move.
Oh, you like chocolates? I got chocolates. You want?
all of them. T poses as a basket's floating right next to you.
I will allow you to find a store that sells edible arrangements. You could get a decent one for 3 shiny, a nice one for 5 shiny, or a really really nice one for 10. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'll get the nice. How much is the really nice one again?
The really nice one is 10.
All right. Yeah, I'll get that one.
Does it have like sparklers and shit in it?
Let me see if I can find the thing. That's kind of how I'm picturing it. And are you getting the chocolate one, the fruit one, or the chocolate and fruit one?
Chocolate and fruit. Fruit were once flowers at one time. Works.
Trying to see if I can find one that makes sense. Well, we'll just. It's basically this. But I will say that there is 4 sparklers coming out of it that you can light before you go in if you would like. I like the idea of the sparklers.
Yeah. Yeah, Lunu with a straight face. They're fucking very pretty, MB looking androgynous face, looking fucking deadpan, while carrying fucking just looking deadpan while sparklers are going off next to him.
Yep.
Goes into the restaurant. What are the rest of the party doing, by the way?
No, that's what I was going to ask next. Does the rest of the party go into the restaurant too?
Oh,
And I like
100,000%.
watch holding 2 branches.
Do
God.
you try and sit down at the same table, or do you get a different table?
No. We're
Different-
gonna be at a booth like across
Like
the restaurant.
yeah, with a
Are you
comedically
going-
large menu as
Are
we're
you-
all
yeah.
peering behind it.
Well, I was going to say, are you going to try and hide the fact that you're there?
Yes, we're gonna be
Yes.
like, the plan is we'll get like a booth, but we'll be out of line of sight of the girl, but very much in the line of sight of Lunu.
Yeah.
Here's the question: did you guys tell Lunu that you're doing this?
No,
we talked
but he'll
about this
soon
before.
find out.
I think
You're not gonna tell Lunu?
I feel like it's
I
funnier
said
not
no,
to.
but he'll find out anyways. So I honestly, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
like as soon as you sit down, you see a comedically large menu covering all 3 of us.
I look over at
Do you guys have any other disguises besides the comedically large menu?
I have
Yeah,
2
I'm gonna
branches.
be in. I'll be in the same disguise I was in the dragon bar, where I'm like, I have my hair colored green and everything.
I have my fancy boy outfit on, looking like the Quaker Oats guy.
God.
Oh, could I get like a fake mustache?
Yeah. Is it the only
Groucho
thing you
Marx.
change?
Yeah.
Let me roll perception to see if I see you guys. Make a
Please
or
crit fail.
The stealth or
No.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It's fairly obvious they're there.
okay.
my friends are over there. I wave hi to them. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you got reservations too.
Do we get reservations?
I have no idea who that guy is. I've never met him before in my life.
I wave back.
The waiter is just like, are you gonna order something?
It's on the menu.
Oh, so let me pan over to the restaurant now, so you guys can see what it looks like.
Oh man.
So this is what the restaurant looks like. It's very fancy. You had to travel all the way to the back of Aetherathi to get here. So you guys get a booth in a place where you can see them, and the waiter comes up to you. Lunu, you have not yet been seated. But the rest of you, you guys got here earlier in order to get the seat. And the waiter comes up, and it is a giant pigeon in a tuxedo.
Nice.
And it's literally just a giant pigeon. It's a medium-sized creature. It comes up to you, and it speaks in a French accent and asks you what you would like for your appetizers, and do you want any drinks?
What do you recommend?
It turns and it looks at you without moving its body. Its head just kind of jerks around, and it says, "I am a big fan of the cheese platter, um, but I don't eat the cheese. I just eat all of the other stuff on there, so I wouldn't know how good the cheese is. But that platter has quite a lot of like little berries and nuts that I find quite delightful."
Well, I find myself to like a nut every once in a while.
He says, "Very well, one cheese platter. Do any of the rest of you want anything?" He says, "Any drinks?"
Could I have a club soda?
It kind of like flicks its head around nervously, and then says, "Of course."
Thank you.
George.
Yeah. Did you guys bring basil?
Oh yes.
On a
He's-
school?
have a
Is
kids
it
menu?
school day? It's not school day.
It kind of like perks its
This
head
is
up
like a
and like
holiday, right?
looks down at Basil and asks Basil what Basil would like. Have you guys given Basil a menu?
Yes.
He too has a communicably large menu,
Yeah.
even though he's in like the kid booster seat for no reason, even though he's like the size of like a 10-year-old kid.
He's carrying an oversized lollipop.
Mm-hmm. Basil
What was
orders
disguised?
some pie off of the dessert menu. The bird kind of like looks to the rest of you if you're going to allow this.
It's like, well, he
I mean,
did
it's a fancy
save
little
my
day.
life. He deserves a pie.
You gonna let him eat pie for dinner?
What? Wait, what kind of pie is it?
It's a it's a pumpkin pie.
A whole ass pumpkin pie? That's a great choice.
Well, I mean, it's a serving. I'm sure he'll probably order another one once he finishes that one, though. You would probably
man.
think. He
I'm
probably
going to
thinks that
also
he ordered
attempt
the
to
whole
order
pie.
some very tasty meat to try to distract him in the middle of his pie genocide to get some
Okay.
actual nutrition in.
George, do you buy anything?
I'll have the bread.
The bird turns and looks at you and says, the bread's free only if you get a meal."
A
My bread for the
Caesar
table.
a salad.
It says, "Very good," and then like kind of like bows, fluffs up its plumage, and walks away backwards.
There he goes. Squawks Chevalier.
After a little bit, he winds back over to you, Lunu, and he says, I'll be your server for today. May I show you to your seat?"
Yes.
So he brings you over to the table, and you sit down, and he says, "I'll let you know once your person, he kind of looks and says, your date arrives." And he does the same thing where he bows, he puffs up his plumage, and walks away backwards.
Who told you I had eight?
He's already gone. So now you're staring at the other table full of your friends behind comically large menus. Do you say anything to them before your date shows up?
Oh, I'm waving hi, like we talked about earlier.
Mhm.
Okay. So after a little bit, the the bird waiter returns, and he brings with him this individual who sits down on the other side of you.
She's
Nice.
so
Yeah.
cool. What the fuck?
Nice.
He sits down and he reaches out his hand to shake yours.
Wait, did you say he?
Yes.
Nice.
Wait, I thought they had a.
Yes.
I thought the diary said they had a daughter.
My grandmother's a little behind the times.
Oh.
Damn. Wow, Lunu, your date's cooler than you. What do you do?
I take shirt as soon as no. Hello, I am Lunu. And your name is I not your name.
So
I-
out
I
of
believe
character, I think because I gave you the ability to draw the character with 0 input from me.
Yeah.
I'm also going to give you the ability to choose their name.
Oh fuck you. All right.
Yes. But this is out of character.
Out of character. You
Also, for everybody who hasn't seen what Lunu looks like without the mask, I've got this picture. I don't know if it's old, so I'm sorry if it's been updated since then. But this is the one that I have of their older.
Wait, why is he so hot? This is a problem.
So I'll
He's
put
a little
that back
baby.
in here.
They're a
So,
little baby.
but
Stupid
yeah,
sexy
so
Lunu.
do you shake their hand?
Yeah.
What name do they give you?
Give me one moment and I will let you know that. Because I have something to assist me with this. Is as a fellow DM, I have also made my own giant list of names.
Yep.
The name they give me is let's do Alexi.
Nice.
All right. And I'm going to write that down on the character token. So
Spelled
that way I'll always able to go back.
spelled Alexei.
I'll even put a little nameplate so it'll show up at the bottom. I never will forget. Until next session, where we have to give him a new name because we forgot.
Can you give the dove, the pigeon man, the name Squawk Chevalier?
Chevalier.
No, because it's not French enough. You need to come up with a more French name. I'll allow you to name him too, but I'm putting restrictions on it.
I mean, it was going to be Squawk spelled like Jock. But
Okay, all right. Well, that's good.
Wait! I got it. Squawk wheeze, Gustav.
It's pretty good.
All right, if you put that in the chat there, so that way I can see how you'd spell that. Because I'll be honest, I'm not even 100% sure I heard it correctly.
Okay, yeah. Wait, how do you spell squawk again? My brain is exploding.
SKAWOC.
That is not how you spell squawk.
I believe it's
Whack.
SQ.
UACK.
ACK?
No,
That's
it's
now.
SQ.
UACK.
I feel like there's a WA. I feel like
I thought it was an
it's a S.
AWCK.
Yeah, I thought it was a WAK. I'm sorry.
Well, I figured it out.
AWK.
No, I figured it out. I remembered how to do it.
SQWAK.
That's the correct one? Yes. Hold on. I'm fixing it. It's really hard to type on this.
This is my favorite part.
Quackweeze, Gustav.
There.
And
Thank
E2 shall get a very small nameplate with his name on it, so we don't forget.
Fantastic. Yeah, my brain instantly like melted trying to remember how to spell the word squawk.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. All of the spellings I'm writing look completely wrong.
Also, the not to add on a whole nother thing, but pigeons don't squawk; they coo.
Wait. No. Squawkweeze, cool stuff. I'm fixing it.
God.
Done. Fixed.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Oh, so where was the picture of Lunu's posted?
Huh?
Lunu's face.
No, Tom just posted in the main game and then it disappeared.
Oh, yeah, I just flashed it for a second.
Oh, okay.
Coochie stuff. What the fuck?
Like Kushtav, Jimmy Kush. Or Jekush. Rather.
All right.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
They introduced themselves as Alexi.
Yes, with the last name, if all of you remember, being Wheat.
We.
Yes,
Is
I'll
it
be. Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Well, the hammering stopped.
I have returned.
Alright.
So, at this point, the pigeon says, or as he has now been named,
Squawkweeze.
Squawkweeze,
Shawkees
Gustav.
Gustav. Can I start you off with anything?
Do you want an appetizer?
Alexis looks over to you, or Alexis, right?
Yeah, Lexi.
And says, he looks over the menu briefly, and he says that he'll get the cheese plate, and the pigeon perks up. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's a good one." He then turns to you and was like, "Would you like anything else, or will you all be sharing the cheese plate?"
I'm not going to lie to you. I had a good berry on the way here. I was so hungry. I split it. Do you want to split the cheese plate? We don't have to if you don't want to.
He says, "No, that'd be fine."
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just going to split the cheese plate.
The pigeon again does his bow, fluffs his plumage, and walks backwards away. So at this point, he turns to look at you and says, "So, what's all this?" As he points to the edible arrangement.
It was a gift. If you don't want it, I have some friends sitting at another table that were actually quite interested.
Why would you out us?
Don't out us like that.
I feel like upon saying that, the other table just starts yelling at you like all of that stuff. And like,
Like,
why are you
Shut up.
so at this point, like, Alexei turns around and just like kind of like awkwardly waves at you guys.
I wave back.
As I, he turns back around. And he says, "Thank you. I've never gotten one of these on a date before." And he takes it, kind of like pulls it over to his side of the table.
Do you think they'll get mad if we eat it at the restaurant?
He laughs a little bit and says, "Probably. I'm surprised. Usually they'll let you bring in outside food, but I guess since they figured this was a gift, they allowed it. But yeah, they might kick us out."
All right, I guess we could wear it later, or we could eat it later.
Wear it later.
It's an
I'm-
outfit.
As like
I
a
was-
fruit hat.
I mean, you could. I don't know. It's it's. I could not think of a good like gift to give, like flowers or or chocolate. So I used something that used to be flowers, fruit, and
I coated them in chocolates.
and then I put chocolates in there as well. I hope you like it.
All right. Roll me. I don't even know what this would be.
I haven't done anything. I've just told them what I got them.
No, I know. But roll me. Um. Performance or persuasion check.
Okay. +1 either way. Because I went out, do I get advantage? All out, do I get it? Oh.
No. But that's all right. You get the feeling he didn't really know what he was getting himself into. And now he started to understand. So do you want to break the ice, or do you wait for him to say something?
I ask him, do you want to break the ice, or or
You just implode.
Yeah. So anybody at the other table, you see him. Looks like he's struggling. Do you do something to interject, or do you wait?
I cast guidance. Wait, I have to touch him. Fuck.
you could go up, get up, and go, I have to pee, then walk up and bump into me.
Will that work? That'll just make it look even weirder.
No, this is already weird.
Yeah.
You
You know
No,
what? This is true.
I like it.
I didn't
Roll me.
because I thought it would be successful. I did
Uh,
this as a character because I thought it'd be funny.
yeah. So roll me either a stealth, sleight of hand, or deception check, whichever one's higher.
I think that's deception. Tasura, can you check?
Yeah, okay, 1 sec. You're right there. It seemed you said sleight of hand, deception, or what?
Stealth.
Yeah, your deception's a lot higher than the other two.
Just do deception.
Pop. Nice.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
able to be like, oh, sorry, and keep going on. So it doesn't seem like he's picked up on that anything was transferred. So he says, well, I was at university, and then I got a letter saying that I had to come back right away to go to this marriage interview with you. And I really haven't been given a lot of information. Apparently,
Yeah.
you guys launched a revolt in my hometown.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're definitely not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
He says, I don't know, a revolutionary?
Well, I could talk your ears off about some revolutionary tactics. I
You wanna lean back on your time being a part of the union and just go off?
well, I mean, how do you feel about that? Before I go off, because Lunu, is somewhat wise.
Yeah.
He goes, okay. So I mean, I was told that I was going to be meeting, and I would want to apologize. I believe your grandmother misgendered you, uh, which not
Um,
make me very happy that they did that to you.
he says, I've been away for a long time. This is my first time home in a while, so um, we really haven't had the full conversation yet.
Uh,
Oh.
Understood. I hope things go well there. I guess a big question uh have uh
You're kind of cutting out on there, on me, Connor.
I apologize.
Oh, what'd you say?
Uh he's like, well, I was told I was going to be meeting a college student, so you're going to see here? SU?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing my primary form of study is in necromancy.
Oh, cool. That is it. I've dabbled. Not often, but I have dabbled.
Meanwhile, like their parents are like, "You mean the throwaway degree?"
He says, "Oh, you do magic?"
Oh,
Yeah, no, I do mostly on the druidic end of things. Mostly a lot of I've a lot of I have a family out in the dream world. So originally I came here looking for my dad, and that hasn't gone anywhere. So I've joined this uh you know I've joined this place lined with bubbles, and and then I agreed to go on a date with you. Mostly, how do you feel about this being a political thing? Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
We both know it.
From my side, my family is worried that they're going to be run out of their house if I don't, get everything to work here.
I mean, we can make things work. Like, listen, we could we could make this work. I don't have any ill will to you. You seem like a good guy. Uh, I think, you know, if you need any additional freedom, I'm not going to be holding you back. I think we can make this mutually beneficial for both of us.
So at this point, he says, "What do you mean?
Well,
Give me some
sound-
details.
it sounds
What's
like
this arrangement going to be?"
it is more of, married in, I guess if it's an emergency, like, oh, this is going to see it, we're going to get married or whatever. I'll be real with you, it doesn't seem like I was going to be your first choice. Uh, Neither was, and more of to keep your family in their house, we can make it work. You know, you still get a roof over your head. You go to fancy school. If this marriage via name, because I don't think you're into me.
Highs or lows? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Hi.
Highs?
Yeah, I sang this everything.
I like it. It kind of was cutting out for me.
Okay.
Yeah, hard cut out.
Mm.
He says, "Well, I mean, you're not that bad to look at, but I've only met you for 5 minutes."
Yeah. No.
I
Understandable.
I wait before you say anything. I desperately text Lunu on my sending slate. Be more confident in yourself, damn it.
Do
hold
you
up a
have
sign
your
that says,
sending
"You are a
slate
catch and you
on
know it."
vibrate, or does it make a noise?
A vibrate. I never keep it. I never have the sound on. Go on.
Do you check it when you feel it vibrate?
Not. That seems rude for a date.
Blair is
Basil
just
finally
like,
come out with like some
motherfucker, from
crayons.
across the fucking restaurant, like mouthing it, and then just is like, wait, I don't have a fucking mind. No, I can't project my mind into anything. Fuck. Well, whatever.
I apologize for getting a little too serious right off the bat. I guess we could just get to know each other a little bit more. So, other than necromancy, any other hobbies?
He thinks for a little bit, and says, "Well, I do some sports."
It's I've heard of a few sports from around here. Do you play? I've heard of that complicated wizard ball. Is it as hard as they say it is?
He says, "Oh no, I've got it down pat." but I I prefer more of the physical sports than the magical ones.
Hey, yeah, no, I've done a few physical sports. I've done have you gone dino racing before?
He says, no, it's kind of looked down upon in the aristocratic circles. Kind of being mainly focused in Ormos, and mostly peasants do it. But I'll be honest, it has always piqued my interest.
Oh no, it's a very physically intensive sport with very majestic animals. Uh, oh my god, what did I? Tiny dancer. That's what I named mine.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tiny
Do you like
dancer.
show a picture?
Yeah. Do you mind if I take out my slate and show you a picture of my dinosaur?
Yeah, he allows it. As you
Crazy.
take it out, you see the message saying be more confident.
I delete it. It's fine.
You're so mean.
No,
All
I
right.
do the stock reply of busy right now, talk later.
So you
God.
hand off the sending slate.
Yeah,
I will say to everybody else there, you now see that he's got Lunu's sending slate. If you wanted to send something funny, now is the time to do it.
Oh, I'm not getting in the way of this. I want things to go well, but I'm
Yeah.
not everybody else.
I'm just saying, it's a pretty good opportunity.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, and by the way, before I hand it over the slate, I've like pulling up the picture of me and Tiny Dancer winning the race,
Yeah.
which, from what I remember, because no one betted for me, I remember earning so much money. That's the mission.
I send him that on his sending slate.
Remember money you won. Crazy.
So you send him the picture of the cat that kind of looks like a vampire.
Yeah.
So he hands the sending slate back to you, Lunu, and you see that there was a pop-up of a cat that looks like a vampire that popped up while he was doing looking it over.
Lunu, it's like, oh, oh my goodness, what is that? Is that the cat? No, I put it away now. So yeah, no, it is physically active, and it can be quite a noble sport. Oh my god, what name? I named
All right. So roll me
the fucking
a animal handing check to do how well you talk about the sport, because that's what you roll for the sport.
okay. 14. And I have guidance.
You gonna use it now?
I might save it.
You gonna save it?
Yeah.
I can always cast it on you again before
Yeah,
you
he
save
can
it.
come back around and bump into you again.
I can bump into you as many times as possible. I'm proficient in deception.
Oh man, I should really sue this place for it giving me diarrhea going back and forth from the bathroom.
So are you gonna keep it with the 14, or are you gonna use guidance?
This sounds like I need to do something impressive. So yeah,
Yeah, might as well.
might as well up it.
Well, I'm just wondering whether or not to how much we need to torture Blair.
Well, torture me.
I mean, I'll still have to like run around like an idiot.
Yeah.
So you'll torture me either way.
All right, so Blair, you feel the magic has been used. Do you come up with another excuse to bump into him again?
Yes.
How do you do it this time?
I say. Oh wait, okay. Oh. It's like, oh man, I really could use a toothpick from the front desk.
Maybe one of those little mints.
Oh no, that'll be my next excuse.
Oh, the mint. You want
Grabbing
mint?
an after dinner mint in the middle of dinner.
All right, roll me a deception check.
I can't see what it is. What is it?
Oh, the deception check. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not. I am now leaving my office.
Pop.
Roll.
That's a 15.
I did just have some meat. Remember, I ordered some like big meat for Basil and I. So me getting a toothpick isn't the most ridiculous thing.
I've eaten like 2 plates of cheese.
George has eaten all the bread while you guys
Connar,
were distracted with Ludo.
Yeah, Connar, roll me a an insight.
An insight. All right.
I kind of feel bad because you rolled 2 nat 20s, but the check that you had to beat because you rolled so low was a 4. So you get the feeling that he knows what's going on, that you're getting some assistance from the other table. With your nat 20 though, you get the feeling that he doesn't find it insulting. He seems to be like, oh, okay, this person's just as awkward about this as I am.
All right.
Because you do definitely get the feeling, because of that nat 20, that they also do not want to be here. At this point, the pigeon comes back up and says, have you decided on your entrees?
Did we even get the cheese platter?
You look at the pigeon, and he's got like little nuts, and his feathers are on his beak, and he's like, I'm pretty sure I brought it out to you.
I remember my those people over there got their cheese platter.
It's you look over and you realize, because they've been picking at it, there were no nuts or vegetables placed. It was just cheese. All of the crackers and the other things were gone. They were probably not on there. For whatever reason, it looks like he forgot to bring out the cheese part for you guys. He says, well, I'm terribly sorry about that, but we can get your meals taken care of for you real quickly. What can I get for you?
I asked this guy. I asked Celesky. Do you want to eat here or do you want to go out somewhere else?
Whoa!
At this point, the pigeon says, "Oh, wait!" He gets all like flustered. No. It's okay. I'll comp one of your meals for free.
No, there's no mean for insult. It's more of could you give us a little bit more time to look at the menu?
He says, "Of course," and he bows, plus his plumage, and walks away backwards. Alexi's like, this guy's a little weird.
The way is it? I'm not, turning cynic can, it does things.
He looks over and says, "I'll be honest. I don't think that's a Simic hybrid. I think it's just a giant pigeon."
I didn't want to say anything.
God. An Aarakocra.
No, not even. It's just
Just a giant pigeon.
Yeah, he says, "No, I mean there's very clear differences. Like that's not even humanoid. It's just a pigeon."
yeah. I mean, I know a guy who has a mandrill body and human face.
He says, "Well, that
Or
sounds like a Simic hybrid."
this is mostly pigeon. There's not even he has bird feet.
You know, he's like mostly walrus.
Yes, I
Uh,
mean he's mostly walrus, but not really.
he's like it's still human shaped, whereas this is just clearly shaped like a pigeon. At this point, he goes over to the other table, the one that actually received your cheese platter, and he says, "What can I get you all to order?" You never got your club soda, by the way.
What the fuck? Did Basil get his pie?
Yeah. He brought out the pie.
Where'd the pie
Basil
go?
orders another slice of pie.
What? Did Basil inhale the pie?
Yeah, pretty much.
I just see crumbs and the entrails of pumpkin pie on Basil's face.
Yeah, this time actually he orders cheesecake.
Oh, he's gonna actually get to try real cheesecake this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never got it.
He never got cheesecake.
And you guys never found out if he was lactose intolerant.
But now
Oh, this
now we'll find out.
Yeah, so
I
this
thought
time he orders the cheesecake because he'd heard so much about it.
I'm so excited.
Do any of you others order a meal?
Wait, did we get our meat? Did we get our I don't know.
Yeah. They came up with like a meat sampler platter for the appetizer.
Okay, I attempt to get Basil to eat some of it.
Oh yeah. No, Basil's been eating it.
Okay, good. This will help offset the nothing but sugar he is bound to order.
So he orders so as an appetizer, he ordered a piece of pumpkin pie. As his main course, he's ordering a slice of cheesecake. The pigeon again looks to all of you to see if you're going to allow this.
He's getting his macros. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it can't be that expensive. Looks at the menu prices. Oh my god.
They're not listed.
Oh.
Oh no!
Fuck.
Man, I'm so glad George is paying for the bill today, right, George?
George is gone. He took the bread plate.
George casts high.
George, roll me a stealth check.
I really hope he fails and he's just hiding horribly under the table.
Hold on, I need to find my fucking sheet. Here we go, my only roll for the night. Here we go. Okay, not bad.
Damn it!
So you're able to sneak your way out. You find yourself though in the kitchen in the back. In the back, it's just like 5 or 6 pigeons.
Let's go.
But they're all normal size pigeons flying around doing all of the cooking, and they're working together because all of the utensils and cooking things are too big for them. But between like 3 of them doing one thing and like 2 or 3 of them doing another, they're able to coordinate and be cooking. They have not noticed you.
I'm just gonna leave out back and keep this health code violation to myself.
You're not gonna try and investigate the or take anything from the kitchen. There are some
George
already made meals there.
fought giant sea creatures earlier today. This is normal.
All right, roll me another stealth check.
Oh my goodness.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
This is this?
All right, you're able to sneak out of the back door. You were able to eat all of your bread and your salad, and you were able to get some of the cheese off of the cheese plate. And you have successfully dined and dashed.
Is breathe. The restaurant establishment won't help hold George down. Mostly because we made the mistake of dining at the fancy restaurant.
Yeah. So let's roll it back a little bit. We're back with now the 3 people sitting at that table.
Blair's just like that absolute motherfucker. I will kill him.
Price can't be that bad, can it? I have no idea how much a fancy restaurant costs.
100 V coin.
So now we might have to fight our way out of here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Well, all right. I
So-
wasn't expecting to get any exercise today, but sure.
so they
I'm not sure yet, but it might be our only hope.
So what kind of appetizers would you all like?
I'm just gonna keep eating my meat sampler for now.
Crying.
I wanted a nice piece of fish.
I cry into my. Can I order a lean cuisine to cry into?
Oh, do they have macaroni and cheese?
So he says you would like the fish with a side of macaroni and cheese.
I don't know what's on the. Do they have like the like breaded fish sticks? I want to see if they have a kids menu. I want some of that.
Yeah, there is a kids menu.
So yeah, I want some fish sticks and I want a thing of mac and cheese, some Kraft mac and cheese.
All right. So you order it. You think that he thinks that you're ordering for Basil. And so then he was like waiting for you to complete your order, and then Basil says that I'll have the fillet.
What? Basil! The fillet of what? The fillet of fish?
The pigeon at this point again bows, plus his feathers, and walks backwards.
The fillet of what?
He's got to be fun. He's probably pay for himself. He's made some good money.
You as if he's gonna be the one to pay for this. You know what they say? Give a rat fiend a cookie, he'll ask for a glass of milk.
So, Connor, you have some time to look over the menu. What would Lunu like to order as the pigeon returns?
I'm assuming Charlemagne is comping our meal. This diplomat.
That has not been stated.
Oh,
You also did not ask if you were expected to pay.
so I ask the what exactly is what would Luna want to eat? Fuck, man,
Kind of this is
Luna.
important character development. What does your character order when they go to a fancy restaurant?
This is true.
Luna's never been to a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
This is the nicest establishment that he has eaten in.
In his entire life.
So far you haven't actually had a chance to eat anything.
This is true.
Yeah. I'm actually I like to think that Luna usually cooks when it comes to whenever they're like it's a normal day and in the party's life, he's the one, like, if they're not going out to like a local pub or whatever, Luna is the one that cooks. And when he goes to the pub, he wants to know the chef. It's like, I do not know. I ask
Alexi?
Alexi. I tell Alexi, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the nicest establishment I have ever eaten at. I don't usually go to fancy places like this. Have you been here before?
Alexi says, yeah, it's a little bit more run down than I remember.
Yeah.
He says, apparently they've got new management. They're kind of struggling.
What do you usually recommend here as an entree?
He says, well, the fish is always really good. You're from Ormos. That's where, all of like things like the cattle are raised. It used to be, way back in the day, that was like almost essentially impossible to find here. But now that Ormos is growing, it's a little bit more common. So the really expensive one on there is it's usually the fillet. But pretty much any of the like the lobster or the swordfish, it's all going to be good.
I've never eaten a lobster. I have definitely fought a lobster, but never eaten one.
Well, you flash back to the airship.
Yeah. Yeah, no, let's I'll do the lobster. Why not?
All right. Alexi gets the fillet. Again, the bird rummages its plumage and walks backwards. So at this point, Alexi says, have you ever thought about getting a divorce?
Well, I've never been married, so no. How about you?
He says, well, it's a way for us to get out of this whole thing. Because, the marriage won't happen no matter what until Bubbles is elected the monarch. Because if Bubbles isn't elected the monarch, the wedding's going to be off no matter what, because you won't be able to protect my family at all. So we'll be engaged for a long time, whatever. Once we get married, I'm going to need to still be in school probably by that point. And then after a couple of years of me being done with school, we just get a divorce.
Oh my
And
god,
by
no.
that time, things should stabilize. We can set some things up in that amount of time.
Oh my god, thank God. That is the best suggestion I've gotten all day. Because I could look, I like you. You're a pretty cool guy. We could definitely hang out. But I will agree to this divorce thing. It's perfectly
says.
cool.
Well, it's very, very important that you do not bring it up to my grandmother.
Oh, I'm not going to be talking to your grandmother about this. No, I am not.
Hmm.
You know, I may be openly friendly, but I know when to shut up.
um, and so he says, very good. And so he's thinking about it as in terms of like the details and stuff. Um, I'm probably going to need to be splitting my time between here and school until the uh, the whole election happens for the queen to make Bubbles in charge. We'll need you to put out some language to the union to let them know that we're protected.
Yeah, no, it's we can arrange something like that. I'll make sure we can get some agreements going. It's not going to be easy, but as long as everyone agrees to play nice, then I think it could be something that is done with
He
relative.
says, "Oh, well, it might make some of your union buddies a little upset."
You see, we can try to find a compromise. It's going to take a while, and
All right.
no one's going to be. But I will make sure that no one is going to be killing your family on the street. They may be union, but they are not savages.
He says, "Fair enough. We're gonna pan back to the other table. You now have eaten your meal. Um,
I was gonna laugh if only Basil has been getting his food and the rest of the party's still waiting for theirs.
oh no,
I didn't have my
they're
soda yet.
you're getting your food. So at this point, um, it seems like from what you can overhear from the other conversation, Lunu's a lot more relaxed now. It seems like they've come to some sort of deal. You've finished your food. You know the bill is about to show up. You don't know what it's gonna be. Do you try and sneak out before it gets there?
See, like me and sneaking haven't really worked well
Nope,
in the
you're a
past.
centaur.
Does Basil have Misty Step, or is that just me? I thought he got some sort of movement ability. Does he have invisibility?
Let me take a look here. I think Basil does have a teleport spell.
Lunu has teleportation.
Yeah, Basil has both Misty Step and invisibility.
All right, perfect. So Basil and I could just Misty Step out the window, But then
You
what
want to use
happens?
Basil to turn Cinna invisible?
Oh yeah, that also works perfectly.
Oh yeah, I thought you were just gonna leave me here. That's a little.
Well, no, I
That's a little
wanted to.
iffy.
That was the start of my sentence. I was going to then like, okay, what can we do to save Cinna's life?
All right. So Misty Step. I can't remember if the all of the stuff. Yeah, so you'll be briefly surrounded by mist and then teleport. So are you gonna say anything as you leave? Or are you just gonna do it?
No, I'm just gonna do it. What?
I'm
Okay.
gonna leave like 15 gold on the table.
Okay.
I will also leave a 15 gold table. This will be his tip.
Highs or lows?
Highs.
Right before Basil teleports, he takes 3 gold off the table.
What?
So Cinna, you're invisible. They wouldn't be able to stop you if you leave. If you just wanted to run out, I just don't like. Roll me just like a stealth check for just how much noise you make.
Okay.
As
Just
you're
don't
leaving.
nat one. It's
That's
It's like
a nat
it's
one.
like it is a net one. It is very obvious that something equivalent of a horse is galloping through 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 the restaurant, and then you leave.
Yeah.
No one can stop you, both physically and the fact that they don't know where you are. And then basically the table filled with mist, just large amounts of noise. So the pigeon comes over, and he's looking very flustered. He picks up the gold off of the table, and goes back over to the table with Lunu. Lunu, you have eaten lobster for the first time in your life. It was extraordinarily well made. It did have one pigeon feather on it when it was brought out, though. But the pigeon saw it and grabbed it. It looked like it was a normal sized pigeon feather, not any of his type of pigeon feathers.
I tell him to leave it.
He puts it back and then says, are you sure?
It was on my plate. Why would you steal the food off my plate?
He says, of course, sir. So he, how does Lunu like eating the super fancy lobster meal?
It's a lot for them. It's like there's a lot of flavors. I like it, but it's a lot. Well, I might need to have this again in order for me to have like an actual opinion. But it's pretty good. Um, how's your food, Alexi?
He says, it's so. You're better than the cafeteria that I have to eat at. Roll an insight.
He a nepo baby. Is he gonna turn out to be a nepo baby?
Definitely an apple baby.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of character that's like a nepo baby that doesn't want to admit that they're a nepo baby. All right.
Yeah, you get the feeling that this cafeteria is probably much nicer than every other establishment you've eaten in, besides this one that you're in right now. And that the difference is probably, from an outside perspective, almost negligible.
Hmm. That'll. Okay. Well, my food is pretty rich. It's a lot of flavors. I got to give my compliments to the chef. This is and the little waiting.
At this point, the pigeon shows up and it's like, "Oh no, I'll let them know. You don't have to talk to them."
I insist. I would like to meet the chef.
So you're pretty sure pigeons can't sweat. You've been around pigeons for a while. You're knowledgeable about all things nature. This pigeon's sweating. Uh, and he says, uh, "Okay, uh, we can arrange something." And he does his bow, scuttles away. Before he was a little bit more elegant in how he's doing. This is just a little bit rushed. He goes into the back, and hold up.
God. I like to imagine uh
You're like,
uh,
what?
no, actually, I apologize. I asked Alexi, so is there anything you want to do after this? You could head around. I have not actually visited the core very much. So if you have any recommendations of what to do around here.
He says there's not really anything around this area, to be honest. It's mostly like government buildings and nice restaurants. Um, you know, you kind of want to go, um, to other places if you're looking for more entertainment.
Oh, you know what? Just wanted to ask. Uh, do you want to check out some dinosaur races? I think they might still have some going on, or at least the late nights run.
Uh, Connor, roll me a history check.
Um. Okay. Oh wow. I sure am stupid. That roll?
Oh, I have not yet seen it. If you have.
6.
um, yeah, you're pretty sure that there are some. There's probably not one tonight, but you probably could be like, get his contact information and then send him information for the next one.
Yeah, I definitely do that. Uh, do you uh okay, judging from all my very good insight rolls on him tonight, uh does he smoke weed? Because he could definitely go over oh my god, what was his name? The snail man,
Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo. See
All
if we
right,
have anything and just chill and smoke weed.
highs or lows.
Highs.
You get the feeling that they probably do it if they're uh like if other people are doing it, but they don't go out of their way to do it.
Okay, I don't want to make him uncomfortable. So I'm like,
You get the
well,
feeling it's kind of like, again, one of those you know growing up in like the aristocracy, It's kind of stunted them in some areas.
Yeah. Hey, well, it's been a pleasure, finishing up the meal.
Hmm.
It's been a pleasure. We should definitely hang out again sometime with a lot less, without me dolled up like this. I'm going to unbutton my shirt. I can already. You came here in a Leatherman jacket. I feel like I can definitely unbutton my shirt here.
Yeah, you're much more formal. So you guys are like waiting for the pigeon to come back and drop off your bill, and he never does. Other people start like wondering where their food is. He was the only waiter, and he just kind of seems to be gone. It's been a while. No one's seen him.
Well, he did say he'd comp your meal, so
Do you want to? Do you want to go into the back and look for him?
I want to at least pay him respectfully. I mean, I guess you want to come back with me? Come with me back there.
Yeah, he agrees. You guys open up the back door. There's like a fridge that's been like left open, and it looks like the kitchen's been kind of like ransacked, and it looks like whoever was in here left out the back door in a hurry. Austin, are you still with us?
I'm
Austin.
still here. Yeah, I'm still here.
Perfect. About like 10, 20 minutes after you snuck out, you see the pigeon waiter come out with like several bags, and each individual little pigeon carrying like a little a bindle, all like fly out from the door that you came out and just kind of like go off into the distance. And you're like, huh, that's weird.
Mm.
And so we now revert back to Connar. It looks like they panicked and they fled the
They flew
the restaurant. You don't know why.
They
You
flew.
can assume maybe it was because they thought you were going to see the fact that they were just a bunch of pigeons.
I knew it. I knew it.
Restaurant. You look back at the restaurant, it turns into a flock of pigeons and flies.
So Connar, roll me a perception check.
All right. Perception. Uh, 19.
You hear some like banging coming from the open fridge.
I open it.
Inside you see a Simic hybrid tied up. He's got like jellyfish aesthetic, and he's gagged and he's mumbling. He's trying to get your attention.
I untie him.
He's like, "Those darn rats with wings stole my food.
Do what?
They're gonna ruin my restaurant."
You need to slow down, sir. What's happening?
He says, "I'm the chef here. Those pigeons, they attacked me. They wanted to steal the food and leave, but then people started showing up, and they panicked, and they just started cooking."
They get down here.
Dang, that makes a lot of sense.
Stares at camera.
So do you untie him?
Yeah, I untie him. I'm like, do you need any help? There's a lot of hungry people out there who still haven't gotten their food because the pigeons left.
He like he walks over to like some of the plates that were like about ready to go out, and he like tastes it, and his eyes go wide, and he's like, he like turns to you, and he's like, "No, we need to find those pigeons. I need to employ them." And then he runs out. And you kind of realize no one else is getting a meal today.
Perfect time to grab those plates for takeout.
Yeah, put them in the bag of holding.
Do you take the remaining nice plates?
Yeah. I start helping with dishes.
All right. So we'll cut here. I feel like this is a good point.
Yeah, this is a good.
Um,
Like I tell Alexi, see you later. Have a good evening.
yeah, we'll do another dinosaur race. That Alexi will show up to. He actually seemed very interested in going. So you definitely feel like you were successful at befriending Alexi to the point that he was willing to negotiate with you in a deal that works for both of you.
Hell yeah.
So you were successful in that endeavor, and you now know about a roving gang of pigeons. Um, who knows if that'll ever come up again.
Of culinary pigeons.
Hmm. But yeah, so that's what I've got for you guys today. We can do our plugs.
Plugs. It's me, Connor slash Boosh slash your friend, confidant, lover. Maybe.
Fighter.
You can find me Boosh an artist on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Join the Discord. Be my friend, please. And follow on YouTube. Austin.
Hey, you can find me at octo_os. I didn't talk much because still getting over illness. It's Tasura.
Yeah, hi, it's Tasura. I exist. I'm here. I'm somewhere, anywhere, please. Stuck in the middle of Illinois. Yeah, you can find me on Discord. Maybe if you like come into this chat. You can find me on Twitter sometimes. I'm sometimes on Tumblr. But yeah, Steven.
Yes, it was I, Blair Audina, the person who was being spirit played by our lovely centaur Cinna for most of the game. But I'm very glad I didn't have to miss. You can find me at Venty on the Blue Sky because fuck the guy who keeps stealing Venty from me. Venty179 on YouTube, Twitch, and other places. You can also find me at 79 on Twitter. The site's somehow still alive on its deathbed. And besides that, I got nothing except for a delicious salad in front of me. Tom!
Yes. So my name is Tom. I was the DM of today's game. My plug for today, I've been giving it some thought, and my plug for today is buying a billboard in where you put your friend's phone number on the billboard, and you tell them uh, whoever calls this number, and you put their number up there. and does the best Chewbacca voice will win $1,000. And then you just watch your friend get called nonstop with people doing a Chewbacca voice. And something like this, very similar, happened in real life. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, I could do that. No one would stop me. And that's my plug for today. I think we should all do that.
Who would you do it to?
Oh, I've got a list.
I thought you were going to say highs or lows.
I'll put a couple names in a hat and pull one out.
Oh, no.
Maybe I'll put my own name, so that way I can then say someone did it to me, but it was actually me the whole time.
Hell yeah.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
No,
Good night.